coyote. Coyote tracking. Get that?
I do.
Coyote tracking. That's wrong.
I had like medium new.
Okay, so I guess I'm missing a lot today, but I put dog because
Okay.
I saw an overstep trot. This looked like a dog heel pad because it's so wide here. And then we know that dog hinds look very similar to coyote fronts. Also, these inner toes are spaced out, whereas you can tell like you get a lot closer spacing on the inner toes on a hind. And I also found another dog track over there, what I believe to be a dog track, and an overstep walk as well.
Okay. Let me get my.
Where are you seeing the overstep? Point out.
Well, see, I think this, I saw this as
You see that as a front, right?
as a front.
Yep.
And this is the
Other front?
hind.
Oh, you think it's a hind?
Hind,
Okay.
dog hind.
I saw this as a right front, left front, and then probably a hind there. I don't know if it's left or right, but
Yeah.
Okay.
I went back and forth.
So,
All right.
because to me these toes are not close enough in on the hind for a coyote, and this
This
to
is
me
the front. Is that what?
no, this is a dog hind.
A dog hind is what you're
Yes,
saying.
dog
Okay.
hind. See how close these toes are? That to me is more of a coyote, where you're all
Right.
tucked in.
And that is a coyote hind right there. that
Right,
you're
this is a
pointing to.
corn- this is a coyote.
front. So here's what I have to say about dog versus coyote. A dog hind foot, it looks a lot like a coyote front foot. I mean, a dog hind foot can easily be confused by for a coyote front because of the symmetry and the tightness, you know, and all that. So, and the small pad on a dog hind versus, you know, 'cause all the features we use to compare and contrast them are about the fronts and the hinds. And then of course the coyote hind is very distinct, but the coyote front and the dog hind are really close. So these are separate. This is a two coyotes.
Are these related?
No. So
Okay.
this is actually a much fresher track than this one. So this track has gotten a lot of rain on it. You can see all the rain pocks inside of it, a really old coyote, and this is not rain pocked. So this is actually a coyote front, or basically a coyote, a different event.
What
Coyote.
about this? What about this?
That I think is the pair to this one.
Okay, so
I think
here's
this
that.
is
Look how wide that pad is on the front.
okay.
See how
okay.
wide that is? So I thought that was going to be an overstep walk. Okay.
And you could, oh
And-
shit.
And
And
so,
you could be right as far
and then
as
if you compare the toes on this front coyote, see how there's this significant space in between these inner toes?
yeah.
So to me, I was like, well, because this could be a dog, you know, and I thought maybe the evaluators were saying, hey, look, the difference, you know, you never know if you pick up something where here is these tight inner toes where these are you know, there's space between these inner toes, and this looks like a ball. This doesn't look like a fish. So so in my mind, if that's a coyote front, I'm going to get a little bit more registering of the heel. And so this looks like a button, and so it's spread out, and so
Right.
that's where I came up with dog
Sure.
hind.
So also, we don't have, you know, on dog tracks, we always have really blunt, you know, claws. I don't see any. I mean, I know there's a bunch of disturbance here from the rain, but I don't see any. I don't know, that theoretically could be a little claw mark, but it could also not. But I don't see any of those features. It is still really pretty tight and clean. If this were a dog, it would be, you know, a dog that had a coyote looking foot, you know, which does happen occasionally.
Plus,
but,
if you look at the pressure, it's on the same level as this.
what do you mean?
Like the depth of the heel pad.
Like on a rear foot.
Yeah, it's
Oh, I see what you're saying. But
Yeah.
look at how small that
that's
pad
a
is.
hind because it's
But even on a hind, on a domestic size of one of the toes. It's like tiny.
Look how wide this. Look how wide this palm pad.
Well, I'm not convinced that that is the entire palm pad here in that track.
Because look, these guys right here are so tight and tucked in. See? And this guy right here is spread out. And that's why I came up with this being an overstep palm